my magical star beings, this is Psychic Siren Tarot and welcome to the channel. In today's reading, we're going to be taking a look at their thoughts the next time they see you. So please be aware that this is a general reading, only take what resonates, leave the rest. Before we get started with your pile selection, I want to give a quick shout out to my sponsor Keen. So this is how my best friend almost ruined my relationship. It started with a missed call from Emily on my boyfriend Kyle's phone at a weird time. Then I saw a missed call from Kyle on Emily's phone as well. I wondered why they'd call each other while I'm at work. My heart raced. I trust them, but I couldn't shake the feeling that something was off. I felt uneasy about Emily before. A year ago, I noticed how she and Kyle seemed to click, sharing jokes and glances that made me uncomfortable. Once I even caught Emily smiling at a message from Kyle, and when I asked him about it, he said it was private. I just dismissed it as paranoia due to my trust issues, but the doubt lingered. The new incident made my old suspicions resurface. Kyle became more secretive, always on his phone, which was unusual for him, and Emily started cancelling plans last minute, which wasn't like her. Everything seemed off and my anxiety grew. I confronted Kyle about the call, but he brushed it off as a mistake. But when I asked Emily, she said she didn't even remember calling at all. Their vague answers made me even more anxious. I needed to know the truth, so that's when I decided to consult with a tarot reader from Keen. I browsed Keen's website, searching for the right psychic for my situation. I found one specializing in relationship readings with great reviews. But it was her energy that caught my attention, so I decided to consult with her, hoping she could reveal the truth. I explained my fears and asked for clarity. As she began typing, I just felt a gnawing anxiety, fearing the truth I might hear. She told me the cards speak of betrayal and my stomach dropped. Then she added, but they also speak of celebration, a union of hearts. Confused and frustrated, I asked, what does that mean? Her vagueness felt like torture. The truth lies in what you choose to see. The betrayal may not be what you think. Sometimes the heart sees what it fears, not what is real, she responded. I left the chat more confused than ever. Over the next few days, her words echoed in my mind, turning every interaction with Kyle and Emily into something sinister. The final straw came when I saw Kyle and Emily together at a coffee shop, speaking in hushed tones. They didn't see me, but I saw enough to confirm the worst. I left in tears. Back home, I felt broken. How could they betray me? But as I paced around, the tarot reader's words returned to me. Celebration? Union of hearts? Could there be another explanation? The next day, I decided to confront them. I know something's going on, I blurted out. Just tell me the truth. Kyle and Emily exchanged a glance, then smiled. We were going to tell you tonight, Emily said softly. Tell me what? I demanded. Kyle pulled out a small velvet box. We've been planning a special anniversary surprise for you. Our 3-year anniversary is next month. Emily helped me because you trust her taste more than mine. My mind reeled as everything fell into place. The strange calls, the secret meetings, the cryptic conversations. It was all for me. I felt a flood of relief and guilt. The tarot reader's words made sense now. The betrayal was actually my own mistrust, twisted by my fears. I hugged them both, tears streaming down my face as the weight of doubt lifted. They've been planning something beautiful for me, not against me. So I realized that sometimes trust means choosing to see love, even when fear blinds you. I hope you enjoyed that little nugget of my personal life, and if you've had thoughts about something you need clarity on, Keen connects you with talented psychics, tarot readers, and astrologers, available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, so you can get a reading whenever it suits you. Just create an account and you'll be able to choose from the hundreds of readers who are online right now. Each reader has unique gifts and specialties, so whether you need insights on love, career, or life in general, they can provide deeper understanding and guidance. Choose whichever reader best suits you, and you'll be able to connect with them via phone call or text chat. It's always best to get a personal psychic reading if you'd like more accurate information on your situation, because it is directed only to your energies. Now, here's your chance to get a personalized reading from Keen. As a new customer on Keen, you can try your first 5 minutes for only $1. Go to trykeen.com/psychic-siren-tarot or click the link in my description box below to receive a discount on your first reading. Thank you, Keen, for bringing this partnership opportunity and for sponsoring today's video. That's trykeen.com/psychic-siren-tarot or click the link in my description box below to get your own personalized reading today at a huge discount. So getting back to your pile selection, we have 3 piles to choose from. For pile number 1, we have Angelite with Dreams of Gaia Tarot. For pile number 2, we have Amethyst with the Good Tarot. And for pile number 3, we have Howlite with the Moon Dust Tarot. So I'm going to give you a few seconds to pick a pile, pick whichever one you are most drawn to. So hopefully by now you have picked a pile for yourself. If not, you can pause the video. Once you're done picking a pile, please find the timestamps for your pile in the description box below, and then I'll see you at your reading. Hi there, my pile number ones. If you chose this Angelite crystal and the Dreams of Gaia Tarot, then this is your reading. We're going to be taking a look at their thoughts the next time they see you. Please be aware that this is a general reading, so only take what resonates, leave the rest. If you do find yourself resonating, then please go ahead and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, I'm almost fully booked with them. I'm taking my last bookings for November, so if you don't want to miss out, please find my email address in the description box below. So I'm going to go ahead and shuffle the cards that you chose now. Okay, so Spirit Guides of pile number 1. Spirit Guides of pile number 1. May I please tap into the energies of the person on their mind and the thoughts they are going to have the next time they see pile number 1. The thoughts their person's going to have the next time they see pile number 1. So you have destiny. I kind of pick up with destiny, maybe there's something about an unplanned meeting where it kind of feels like we run into each other or bump into each other, and it just feels like we both planned to go to the specific place at the same time, and we never expected to see each other. So is it fate? Is it destiny? And you know what it's reminding me of? Where, in movies when a person bumps into a person and they're like, is this fate? Is this destiny? So that's kind of what I'm getting from that card. That's why I say that. You also have the Two of Swords. So it's like both of you choose to go to a specific place and somehow unexpectedly run into each other. And I see this person thinking that. So you have knowledge in the reverse. You have the Ten of Wands. Okay, and then you have the Ace of Wands. I see them thinking you look very beautiful or very handsome, very sexy with the Ace of Wands. I see them admiring your looks when they first see you. And I see them maybe even thinking of complimenting you or saying you look good. Some of you haven't seen this person in a long time, where some of you have seen them recently. Whereas some of you, it's like we have seen each other, but maybe we've both been busy and then somehow we just run into each other while we're maybe running errands or something. And it just feels like, okay, our schedules are so busy, but I'm so glad I ran into you because now I got to see you. Maybe some of you had an ending with this person, or you just haven't made time to see them in some time. Maybe some of you are in long distance relationships and then one of you flies out to the other. So I guess this wouldn't apply, but maybe they'd feel like something is fate or destiny while seeing you. And if the message of bumping into each other doesn't apply, then maybe they could still feel like, wow, something about this feels fateful or destined. they could think that in their mind. You do have the Ace of Swords at the back of the deck, which tells me this person's going to be thinking about you a lot from now up until the time you see each other again. Even before you see each other, I see them thinking of you. So for example, let's say you do run into each other and they say, oh my gosh, I was thinking about you this whole week. And it kind of feels like that type of energy. Like I've been thinking of you and now all of a sudden I run into you. And I see them thinking in their mind, is this a sign? Is this like something the universe or God is showing me? Is just me manifesting this? Like they're kind of confused. They don't know if it's a sign, if it's something like that, because it feels too big to be a coincidence. That's why I'm mentioning bump in, because whatever I'm seeing here, that's like a situation that makes sense to what the cards are showing me. Or let's say they're thinking of you all day and then all of a sudden you call them and you're like, okay, let's go out together. You know, something like that is showing through, where it feels like I've been thinking of you and now all of a sudden you call. Like, did I manifest this? Is this a sign? You know, that type of energy is what I'm seeing in terms of their thoughts the next time they see you. With knowledge reverse, they are thinking, they're confused in their mind. Like, how does this even happen? Because I didn't choose to make this happen. I didn't actually like reach out to ask you to see each other. Like, how does this just happen? And with knowledge reverse, it's like they don't know why this is. They have no knowledge on why this is, but it's just interesting and intriguing to them. And maybe it opens their mind up to the thought of spirituality and things like that. For some reason, my face is sore, but I never felt like this before this, but the sensation I'm feeling in my face as I'm in the energy is as if I'm smiling so much that my cheek muscles are hurting, if that makes sense. So maybe this person's going to be smiling so much, and the Ace of Wands does confirm that, because the Ace of Wands to me can sometimes represent excitement, passion. You know, when you haven't seen somebody and you give them a big hug and you're just so excited to see them, that's the energy I feel from the Ace of Wands here. So lots of excitement, exciting thoughts going through their mind of like, oh, I want to see you again. And trying to figure out how we can see each other again through our busy schedules with the Ten of Wands. Because both of you have your own responsibilities and own lives to take care of, but I see both of you thinking in your mind like, I want to see you again. I want to make plans again. I'm excited. This felt too short. And the Two of Swords talks about them thinking about making some kind of choice. So that choice could have to do with your connection. It could have to do with seeing you again. Whatever it is, I see them thinking about making a choice in regards to your connection or you, or just seeing you again. Something about that's coming through as well. I almost feel like your energies just align perfectly with each other. And it's sort of like a magical moment you spend together. I feel like you open up this person to the magic of the spiritual world and like the thought of all those things. I want to say like the thought of soulmates and things like that. I don't know if this person's actually your soulmate. Spirit isn't confirming that for me, but like maybe you open up this person to thoughts of what if that does exist. Okay, so next you have the healing card. So for some of you, if you are in a separation with this person, or you haven't spoken to this person in a long time because something happened in your connection, you could have a chance to have a healing conversation with them where you talk about everything that happened. At this point, you're meeting and those emotions have kind of passed, and now you can kind of get closure. So some of you will get closure from this person the next time you see them if you are in separation with them, and perhaps heal something in your connection to them. And this person will feel like, I'm healing, I'm starting to let go of those things that happened in the past between us, and things are starting to make sense now. I see a huge transformation in your connection and a huge rebirth. For those of you that aren't in separation, I still see some kind of healing conversation, even if there's nothing bad that happened in your connection or nothing challenging. I just see you two spending so much time together that day that it almost feels healing to the soul, if that makes sense. And it feels like that to this person too. So I think this person's going to think that. We have the Five of Swords reversed. We also have love reversed. So maybe some of you aren't necessarily in committed relationships with this person yet, or maybe some of you, like I said, are in separation with this person, were once with this person. We have the youth in the reverse. Maybe some of you dated this person when you were much younger, or younger in some way, like a few years ago. That's kind of coming through. Just take it as it resonates because this is a general reading. But maybe some of you are in a situationship with this person, or it hasn't gotten to that serious level yet. But something about your connection does feel quite healing to you and this person. I think both of you perhaps have trust issues or scared to let somebody in. Maybe for some of you, nothing really took off with this person, where you had a bit of flirtation here and there in your connection, but nothing really took off because maybe both of you ran from the connection or self-sabotaged in some kind of way, shape, or form. But I see for both of you, it's like healing the trust issues. Okay, so something about that's coming through, or healing relationship wounds, even if it doesn't have to do with this person. Like, let's say you've had previous relationship wounds. I see this connection being healing in some way, and I see this person thinking that. So I don't know if this person's quite spiritual, or if they are just opening up to that idea of spirituality as they're speaking to you that day. But there's something about, like, I feel much better, or maybe I had a really bad day today, and after seeing you, I feel so much better. It just feels like a healing to my soul. I see them thinking that in their mind, which is kind of cute. Okay. You have the Ace of Cups showing up next. This could talk about the start of something new with you, especially if you were in separation, or if you were not talking to each other for a minute, or it can talk about, for some of you, maybe I mentioned like long distance relationships. Maybe they make a decision to move closer to you, to really put all their focus on you, and they want to make you a priority. Maybe there's something about like taking it to the next level finally, after being in a situationship for so long and now being in a committed relationship. Maybe for others of you, it's just talking about the future and the future of your connection. And I see this person thinking about that and wanting to talk about that with you. With Faith, I see them thinking in their mind, I feel like I can trust this person. Although I have trust issues, I don't trust easily, I feel like I can trust this person. And Faith also reminds me of connecting to angelic realms. So I do feel like some of the thoughts this person's going to have, since you even chose the Angelite crystal, which I was very drawn to for your pile, their angels could be communicating with them in a way in their mind, but then they think it's certain thoughts they're having about you. So, for example, let's say they have a thought of, I should message them to ask them if I should see them again. And they have that thought in their mind, and they think it's their thought, but it's actually their angels sending them a message through clairaudience or through claircognizance, where they just pick up on that information without knowing it. So we have perception, and they're perceiving it as their own thought, but it's actually their angels communicating to them what they should do. Okay. So we do have the scribe at the back of the deck, and the choice card wants to pop out. So there's definitely a big decision they're pondering on in regards to your connection the next time they see you. And the scribe can represent things that happened in the past between us. So for those that were in separation, maybe if you held some resentment against this person, or some sadness around this person and what happened in the past between the two of you, I see that clearing away. I see you finally letting go of that, and I see this person as well. But if that is not the case, the scribe can also, to me, represent the Akashic records, past life energies. So there's something about you that feels so familiar to this person, and I see them thinking that in their mind, like, something about this with you just feels right, and I want to make more memories with you. And yeah, I kind of just either want to get to know you better or make more memories with you and kind of plan for the future in some type of way, shape, or form. So this is where I'm going to leave your reading, pile number 1. I really hope this reading resonated with you. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hi there, my pile number 2s. If you chose this Amethyst crystal and the good tarot, then this is your reading. We're going to be taking a look at their thoughts the next time you see them. So please be aware that this is a general reading. Only take resonates, leave the rest. If you do find yourself resonating, then please go ahead and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, I am taking my last few bookings for November. I'm almost fully booked. So if you don't want to miss out, please find my email address in the description box below. So I'm going to go ahead and shuffle the cards that you chose. Okay, so Spirit Guides of pile number 2. Spirit Guides of pile number 2. May we please tap into the energies of the person on their mind and their thoughts the next time they see my pile number 2s. Their thoughts the next time they see my pile number 2s. So you do have the 8 of Cups showing up first. Then you have the 8 of Pentacles. So interesting that you have 8. That could be an angel number. You could see them on the 8th, perhaps. We have the Queen of Cups. So whenever you're watching this, the next 8th. Then you have the 9 of Pentacles. And lastly, you have the 3 of Swords. Okay, so what I'm feeling with your connection is like a lot of you are asking about somebody from your past. So if you aren't asking about somebody from your past, you're more than welcome to pick another pile. But this is what I'm picking up on based on like what majority are asking about in this pile. So what I'm picking up on is like you left this person or they left you and it's been some time. A lot of changes have happened in your and their life after this separation or breakup, right? And what I'm basically picking up here is somehow you see each other again. I don't know what happens. I don't know who asked to see who. I don't know if it just happens by coincidence or chance. But somehow you end up seeing each other here. And what I am seeing is them see you in public, but you guys not talk. So this isn't necessarily maybe for everybody, but for a lot of you, I see you guys seeing each other in public but not talking. And like, let's say you're walking in the mall and they're walking in the mall and they see you, and I see them like quickly hiding or trying to not let you see them. Because this man is cloaked, I'm being reminded, and this woman here kind of looks cloaked, and she's wearing like a masquerade mask. It's kind of reminding me of like being in public, like in a mall or something, and the person sees you, but you don't see them. That's what it reminds me of, where it's like a coincidence or chance meeting where we're not planning to see each other and the person doesn't want to be seen by us, maybe out of embarrassment or fear. I pick up that this person and you had a very serious connection or a very deep connection in some way, but it's almost like this person didn't give you what you needed emotionally. And I see that in your connections, you're the type of person that needs a lot of you need an emotionally available person. You need an emotionally intelligent person. You need somebody that's able to connect with you on an emotional level. With the Queen of Cups here, and I think you internalized a lot of insecurities from this connection based on how this person treated you. Maybe for some of you, because this person left, you started feeling like, okay, am I even good enough? Because I feel an insecurity within the solar plexus chakra. I feel a wound there of like, I don't feel good enough. Or maybe because this person didn't open up to you emotionally, it's like you felt like, okay, do they really love me or not? Does it have to do with me? Maybe for some of you, there was infidelity and it caused insecurities for you. I don't know what this was exactly. Take it as resonates as per your situation with this person. But something this person did in your connection made you feel insecure, made you feel like not good enough, not worthy. And I think you are going to be healing those wounds very, very soon. And there is going to be some kind of huge transformation within the self-worth, within the confidence. And I feel like this person was a lesson for you, pile number 2, to help you open up to your own sense of self-worth, to realize your worth. Because with the Queen of Cups reverse, it could be that you detached emotionally from this person while you were still in the later stages of the relationship, but with them before you two broke up or separated. It could be that you emotionally detached because you felt almost hopeless about, are there ever going to be changes in our connection? And it could be that nothing ever changed in your connection and one of you decided to leave. And I see this person thinking in their mind, the reason why they're hiding from you is because maybe they're afraid you would get angry at them, or maybe they're afraid that you would call them out on something, because it almost feels like this person did something that made you upset or made you sad. And that's why I'm mentioning these things that I'm seeing, because it feels like this person is thinking, oh gosh, if they see me, they're going to fight with me, or if they see me, they're going to call me out, or if they see me, maybe they're going to like speak to me and we're going to have an uncomfortable, awkward conversation. So I see this person almost like wanting to hide or run away, which is really interesting. Did they always run away in connection? Were they always like avoidant in some type of way? Because I am sensing like an avoidant person and somebody that needs more emotional support, which is you. So I feel like you need deeper emotional connections with people that are emotionally available, and this person isn't. And although a lot of changes have happened in both of your lives, I don't think this person has grown as much as you have. Um, and I see them seeing like the changes within you or the changes with you externally. Maybe there's something about you that looks different. Maybe some of you have had a glow up. Maybe some of you act differently, walk differently, talk differently. There's something about them noticing changes with you and thinking about that very deeply. And I see them going home later on and going to stalk your social media account. I see this bringing on some kind of curiosity for them, where maybe they, even if they never stalked your accounts before, I see them doing that now. Um, and I see them like gaining a sense of curiosity towards you and thinking in their mind, why did I ever let you go? So I see them feeling some sense of nostalgia after seeing you, and I see them thinking like, why did I ever let you go? Because we see the 8 of Cups here and he has like this treasure box with all these beautiful pearls in them. I feel like you were like this treasure, you were very valuable in some way. This person missed out on a lot. They fumbled the bag. And I feel as though they're going to realize that the moment they see you. Maybe for some of you, this has already happened. They're going to realize they fumbled the bag. That's what I'm hearing. They're going to realize what they lost out on. Maybe for some of you, you're already in new relationships. Because I'm seeing you kiss a person. This is what I'm seeing clairvoyantly, right? I'm seeing you kiss a person and you don't know they're there in that same mall or whatever place or setting you're in. Public setting, right? And they see you kiss the person and it breaks their heart. And now, as I say that, I'm seeing a painting or some kind of artwork I've seen on Pinterest before, where a woman is like watching and she has like sunglasses on and she sees a man kissing another woman and there's like tears coming out of her eyes or something like that. So I'm seeing that now. So for some of you, that could resonate. For others of you, it doesn't, but that's okay. Maybe they are wondering, oh, does this person have a new person in their life? If you're not with anybody new, maybe they're wondering that, and the thought of that makes them jealous or, want to cry. So I do see that for some of you. And I see them thinking like you look very peaceful at the moment, like you look very calm and you look just relaxed. You look very good mentally and emotionally, and you look like you look like you've been having a lot of fun recently. Like you just have stability of your own mentally, emotionally, physically. Um, there's also something about them starting to think about, would it be possible to work on our connection? Like to, how do I explain this? Like, I see them going home and the thought of you keeps pressing on in their mind. I don't know if this person was thinking of you before this meeting, right? But I see them thinking like, could it be possible we fix something together? I see somehow the meeting makes them start to gain certain feelings that they haven't felt in a long time, or a certain type of curiosity of what if. What if we do fix things? What if we do work on things? What if we can grow together? But I'm hearing that ship has sailed a long time ago, for most of you, unless you want this person back. But for most of you, I feel like this person was just a lesson to you and they're not meant to be a part of your life. Um, and I'm sorry to say that, but I am seeing it, so I'm not going to lie to you, my pile number twos. And I think most of you intuitively know this already. The Three of Swords talks about heartbreak. I see them thinking about how they hurt you, or how they were hurt in the connection, or how both of you were hurt, depending on how it resonates for you. And I see a lot of regret here. I see a lot of reminiscing. And I'm looking at the two lovebirds here, and it's kind of like maybe they're looking back at past photos of you, or thinking back to past memories of you when you were still together. And there's this feeling of my heart is finally like grieving. Maybe when you two broke up, this person acted like they just moved on so fast. Like maybe for some of you, they just look like they were detached and they didn't care. Um, but I see them finally feeling that heartbreak, because I see they're the type of person that numbs their emotions, that runs away from their emotions. I see they're very cold and distant in nature. And I see them actually like crying, or one tear coming out. I wouldn't say it's like a big cry, because I'd say this person doesn't even really cry. I feel like the type of energy of the person hasn't cried in years, that type of energy. I'm hearing a plane go by, so maybe some of you could somehow, somehow this person sees you by chance when you're on holiday or something like that, or at the airport. But planes can also represent moving forward and going from place A to place B in a very quick span. So that could represent maybe this person wanting to move towards you in a sense, not literally, but like maybe they're thinking about, okay, maybe we can work on some things together, maybe we can fix things together. Yeah, that's kind of what I see. But then I see them thinking, what if things have changed too much? What if it's too late? And look at the ship. I said that ship has sailed a long time ago. So maybe they're thinking that in their mind, like, has that ship sailed a long time ago? Is it too late? So Six of Swords, the Three of Pentacles, and the Messenger of Air. I think this is an extra card in the tarot, but I'm not quite sure. Okay, so anyways, the Seven of Cups reversed is at the back of the deck, and then you also have the Four of Swords. I spoke about this before, like you looking so peaceful and you seeming like you've changed a lot and healed something. With the Moon, I see them thinking that like you're such a mystery now. Maybe there's something about them going onto your social media accounts and seeing it's private, or you're not posting much. And it just feels like you're a mystery. It feels like they want to talk to you again or reach out to you again, but they're not sure if they should. Because again, it feels like I want to avoid you know what this person feels like energy wise? They feel like the type of person that comes back years later and just talks to you as if nothing happened. And I've actually had people like this in my life, and Spirit is showing me this specifically. You know, when you have like a big fight with a person and then years later they just come back and they're talking to you as if nothing happened. They're not even coming back with an apology. I feel like this person's that type of person that doesn't like want to own up to things, or apologize because they're too embarrassed to, and they don't want to have those difficult conversations. And that's why I say this person hasn't really changed that much. They haven't grown as much as you, because if they had really grown, and if they were really like, I think this person does care about you, but if this person cared about you enough, they would care about apologizing to you. They would care about whatever they did to hurt your feelings, pile number 2. They would care about speaking about that and working through that. But I see them kind of just sweeping that under the rug and trying to almost speak to you as if nothing happened, which rubs me the wrong way. And that's why maybe Spirit is saying this ship has sailed a long time ago. Maybe it's too late, because I don't see this person growing, and I'm hearing your spirit guide say, I haven't seen this person grow. That's why I said it like that, because they've been watching this person. I also see a dog clairvoyantly. I don't know why. Maybe they ask about your dog, or they ask about your family or your home, or I see them like trying to catch up with you, if that makes sense. But also at the same time, I see them pondering about this. So I don't know if they're actually going to reach out, or if they're just thinking of reaching out, because remember, we're doing a reading on their thoughts the next time they see you. With the moon, it kind of feels like some part of them wants to stay hidden from you, but then another part of them does want to connect to you. The moon can also represent them starting to dream about you, and also daydream about you, or just have you on their psyche a lot. The moon can also represent some emotions that they have let go of. They thought they let go of, coming back to the surface after seeing you. And I see this person, honestly, pile number 2, like, my opinion here is, and you don't have to like listen to me, you can make your own decisions, but my opinion here is, if this person does try to come back into your life, I feel like they kind of have an energy, vampiric energy. I hope that makes sense, but that's what I'm hearing, like, because this person sees you doing so well, and then it almost feels like, oh, I want you back now. And you know how some people, they will sense when you're doing well, and then they'll try to come back into your life when you're doing well, when you've moved on from them. And then you go down that whole cycle all over again, where you're attached to them again, and then it almost just feels like they're hurting you again. That's what I feel energetically from this person's energy. It's almost like I see them trying to come back, or thinking about that, but then I don't see them being quite serious about it. I don't see this like really being something that would last. Maybe they try to do things a little bit differently this time, but I just don't see this person being so serious and following through with their promises. And I just feel like this is a test from the universe, if this does happen, to see if you have really moved on. If you're going to be stuck in the same old cycles, or if you have really moved on. And that might be a harsh truth to hear, pile 2, but it's what I see here. It's Spirit trying to protect you, warn you before it happens. But you are always welcome to make your own decisions. It's your life journey. And I don't judge you for that if you make any other decision. Okay, yeah, so these are the thoughts they're going to have, like, around messaging you again, around, did they see me? Did they know I was there? Like, those kind of energies of like, is it too late? I wonder what they're feeling about me now. I wonder what they think about me now. Like, things like that. I see them thinking that. At this phase in their life, I see them being single and wondering like if they can get with you. To be honest, I feel like this person, their intention isn't the best, because I see them thinking like, I'm bored, I don't have anybody to talk to. So I see them being single with no options, and then thinking, oh, maybe I can try pile number 2. But then I don't see them being quite serious about it. It just feels like I'm bored and I have nobody to talk to. I don't have any like women or men to talk to, any options. So yeah, I wouldn't suggest this if I were you, but again, you can make your own decisions. This is where I'm going to leave your reading, pile 2. If this did resonate, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hi there, my pile number 3s. If you chose this Howlite Crystal and the Moon Dust Tarot, then this is your reading. We're going to be taking a look at their thoughts the next time they see you for the person on your mind. So please be aware that this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. If you do find yourself resonating with these messages, then please go ahead and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, I'm almost fully booked with readings. So if you don't want to miss out, please find my email address in the description box below. I'm taking my last bookings for November. Then after that, I will be taking a break from readings. So let's go ahead and start by shuffling the tarot deck that you chose. So Spirit Guides of pile number 3. Spirit Guides of pile number 3. Their thoughts the next time they see pile number 3 for the person on their mind. What are their thoughts the next time they see pile number 3? So you have the Emperor showing up first. Then you have the 6 of Swords. Then you have the 9 of Pentacles. You have the King of Wands. And you have the 3 of Cups. At the back of the deck, you do have the Hanged Man. So I'm seeing for a lot of you watching, you could be seeing this person at the moment and not necessarily have anything like official with them yet. So like a situationship, friends with benefits situation, because Spirit is showing me like you've been intimate with this person in the bedroom, but nothing serious has come of this yet for some of you. For others of you, I'm picking up that you are with this person and you are serious about this person and you have a lot of history together, but there are also some hardships within your connection. So take it as it resonates for you. So that's what I'm feeling right off the bat. I do feel with the 6 of Swords, this person, the next time they see you, they're thinking of changing something about themselves since it's next to the Emperor. So I feel like you have been waiting a long time for some kind of change to happen in your connection. And that's what I feel here from the energy, since the 6 of Swords is here and the Hangman is at the back of the deck. Some of you have been feeling like you're kind of in limbo. You don't really know where this is going to go next. The suspense of waiting kind of just feels a little bit like we don't know what to do. We don't know if we should wait. We don't know if we should continue going. So what I do see here is maybe you're feeling like that, and I see you two perhaps having a conversation about whatever is happening here, about what you want to change in your connection. And I see you telling them that you've been waiting a very long time for things to change. There is a possibility there is some kind of recurring issue from the past that may come back to the surface, but I don't know if this is just going to be a heart-to-heart conversation or if this is something where it's like we're maybe having a little bit of a disagreement over this conversation we're speaking about. But I actually see the conversation leading to an outcome you want. So even if the conversation may turn out to be a disagreement at first, I see it leading to the outcome you want, whatever this difficult conversation is. And I see you choosing to have this difficult conversation with this person because maybe you're not feeling happy with where things are going or the rate things are going at. The 9 of Pentacles here as well can tell me that maybe things are going too slow for you. Maybe this person's too relaxed. In a sense, like they're not making things happen fast enough in your connection, and maybe you're kind of feeling like you don't know what to do. And so I see you telling this to this person the next time you see them because it's weighing heavy on your heart, and I see this person listening to you, like kind of being quiet, and I see you feeling like a little bit nervous because you don't know what this person's thinking in their mind. And you don't know what they're about to say next. But I actually see this bringing some kind of change or desired outcome to your connection, where maybe things are able to speed up a little bit more. So the next time you see them, I think they're going to think about this chat that you had. If it leads to a disagreement, they're going to think about that. Your words are kind of going to stay in their mind for a long time, where I see them pondering about everything you've said. And I see them thinking, I want to make a change here. They're right. I see them hearing you out. I see them listening to you. I see them wanting to take more of the lead in the connection. For those of you watching about a man, or a masculine energy, or even if this is not a man or masculine energy, I just see this person wanting to take the lead and take more action, put in more effort towards the connection, make some changes that would make you happy or satisfied. And I see them, just wanting to take the lead. So for example, let's say you are in a situationship with this person and you want commitment, and you don't want them to see like other people. Maybe you make it clear to them, like, I'm not going to wait forever for you to ask you to be, my boyfriend or my girlfriend or whatever. Like, I'm not going to wait forever. And I see this person maybe thinking about like making some kind of change. Or for others of you, maybe it's like this person isn't planning dates. They're not putting in effort and you're feeling unhappy. Maybe you haven't gone on a date for a long time, or maybe they haven't like put in effort into the connection, or maybe there's something you're unhappy about within the connection that you speak about, and then they want to make a change here. So I do see that, and I do see them like wanting to keep you in their life. So I see them thinking that like, I want to keep you in my life. I don't want you to leave. I don't want you to just wait around for me forever. You're right. I need to actually take action here. I need to make a change here. But I see them wanting to ask you if you can have patience with them. But they're not really sure if they should ask you that or not. So for some of you, if you are in a situationship with this person, maybe this person's afraid of losing their freedom. But I see them thinking like, I want a future with you, so I think I'm going to go ahead and do it. And for those of you where it's like something else, a situation you're unhappy about in your connection, like a problem you have, I see them feeling like, I want to be free of this problem. So I want my person to be happy. I want you to be happy. I want you to feel loved. So I'm going to try my best to like fix this problem, whatever it is, or find a solution to it. So I'm seeing something like that. So let's pull some more cards. I see a celebration here with the Three of Cups. You feeling happy that this person is making some kind of change. You have the Three of Swords next. I see this person thinking they feel hurt over what you said, because maybe they didn't want to hurt you. Not that what you said hurt them. Hear me out. But it's more like, I didn't know this was hurting you. I didn't know you were feeling this way. And I feel sad for you. So I see them thinking that in their mind. Two of Pentacles reversed. 10 of Pentacles. And the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups can represent forming a new connection. So maybe some of you will actually like form a new connection with this person where it becomes a committed connection. And they're thinking of like doing that if you're in a situationship, or this isn't like there yet or on that level yet or serious yet and you want more. I do see that, because I see this person thinking, I do feel something for them and I do want a future with them and I do feel like this could last. But the one thing I will say is there may be certain imbalances within the connection with the Two of Pentacles reversed, where maybe one person's putting in more effort than another, where maybe one person is more invested than the other. And that is my concern here. And maybe that's what this person thinks about after like they see you the next time. Because I see them thinking like, I don't want to hurt you, I don't want to disappoint you or let you down. This person's usually quite detached, but for you, they feel a lot of emotion, which is interesting. And I see them thinking about like the passion and attraction they have towards you. I see them thinking they can trust you, even though a lot of people are untrustworthy these days. So I see them thinking like, I do want this with you. And if it's not like a new connection, then it's about like, I do want this with you. I do want this future with you. I want to make a change in our connection, bring something new into our connection, because maybe I am noticing these imbalances where maybe you put in more effort than me, and it's also not fair to you, you know? So I see them thinking that and thinking like, I don't want you to leave. I don't want to let you go. Okay, so you have the Emperor showing up next. You have the Sun in reverse showing up next. So confirmation, this is you feeling unsatisfied, unhappy. And I find it funny that we have the Empress and the Emperor. This person's thinking like it feels like things just feel right with you. Like it feels like I want this with you, and it feels like we have compatibility and we match up in some type of way. But I don't want you to be unhappy, so I want to try my best to put in the effort to change something within our connection so that you don't leave, so that I don't lose you with the Eight of Cups. And that's what I keep seeing here. The theme keeps repeating itself. Let's see if anything else comes up. If not, I will end the reading here. So 10 of Cups, 4 of Wands, 7 of Cups, and the Death card. So what Spirit wants to tell you is not to stress too much, not to try to control the situation or the outcome, because what is meant to be will be. So, let's say you do want things to work out with this person, but I do see something could transform. I do see something could happen in your favor. But what Spirit is also reminding you of is that anything can happen. And to keep in mind that anything can happen, and even if the outcome that happens isn't the outcome you desire, know that whatever is meant for you will be yours. So don't try to stress or don't try to control the outcome to happen in your favor. If it's meant to happen that way, it will happen that way. If not, it will happen that way with somebody else. And that's kind of just what I feel is a message of advice from Spirit, to not try to over control the situation, to just let the situation flow. Yeah, you can have the conversation with the person, because I do think it's going to lead to something good or some kind of change. But what I also want to say is these problems can be overcome. Like if you are experiencing problems that are making you unhappy in your connection, they can be overcome. Some transformation can happen, but it's also important to remember that anything can happen. The future can change. There's many outcomes open to you and possibilities open to you, but I do think something good can come of this, or potentially, yeah. So with the Four of Wands, this talks about sometimes to me talks about marriage. So maybe for some of you, you have been in a serious committed relationship to this person for some time, and maybe you're ready to take it to the next step, but maybe this person has said, can you give me a little bit of time? Something like that is something I feel for some of you. So I see this person thinking about that, thinking about like the commitment you could share together and what it would be like in that sense. And if you're not on that level yet, maybe it's about like committing to you in the sense of like, let's make this official. Maybe for others of you, it's like, I actually want to reach milestones with you. I actually want a future with you. I see potential with us to experience those things I want in the future with you. So I'm going to try my best to look at this with a positive mindset, to grow, to evolve as a person, really listen to you, fulfill your wants, fulfill your needs. Because perhaps sometimes we don't tell a person our needs and they don't realize we need that. And I see this person wanting to fulfill those needs you have and make some kind of change here with the Death card. So this is what I have for you. I do hope this reading resonated with you. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.